wrist a plain Jane.
The following video is broadcasting live, and thank you for being my studio audience. Thank you for hitting thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for more black news, celebrity entertainment, and a splash of controversy. What up and welcome back. It's your girl Jane, the plainest Jane, and we got some syrup to get into, okay? We got people and we got things trying to stop me from going live. For one, we got this cat, Leo, why don't you talk to the people since, okay, no, I already gave you the incentive for being here. I paid you. See, he be like, listen, if you're going to have me in here on these videos, you need to pay me, right? So he feel like he's an employee. And I'm like, okay, you know, the people that follow the DoorDash, they kind of like you a little bit more than they like me. So I can pay you for being present in the videos. And I already paid him with the TREAT. Yes, this cat understands English very well, so I got to spell it so he don't think I'm trying to give him another one. We got him trying to hold up the bus. This is why the bus was a little late. Then, as you can hear, the Baltimore soundtrack is in the background. We got the ice cream man, okay, outside trying to give me the classic Baltimore ambiance, the noise in the background. I'm like, oh, y'all really trying to hold me up. What a distraction. You a distraction. A distraction. A cute distraction, but it's okay. It's okay. Come on in, y'all. Hit thumbs up on the bus. The cat is on the bus. The ice cream truck is following the bus, but we still gonna get this thing going, okay? We got some things that we need to discuss. I'm gonna pay Leo the rest of his money midway through the bus, okay? Give him another TREAT for being here with us today. But we need to talk about some stuff, okay? Keri Hilson is being dragged all over Black Twitter. And actually, this happened I want to say about 3 days ago. This was kind of going on. I saw it late Thursday, early Friday on Black Twitter. And I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? We're going to get into that, right? Tiara Mack is still talking, child. Still making noise and blowing that hot air out of her mouth. We're going to get into it. She's sitting down and doing interviews with TMZ, child. DoorDash debacle. I think that is, honestly, I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious because y'all niggas thought y'all was slick. And they showed y'all that no, you got to be slicker than Slick Cheryl if you think you're going to be slick around here. All right. And we've got more black news that we need to get into. So happy Sunday to y'all. Okay. Happy Sunday. I've got a gathering to go to after I get finished this live. And so I'm looking forward to my grilled food. Okay. So make sure y'all hit thumbs up on y'all way in. Shout out to everybody in the live chat. Okay. I see some people from Twitter got their notifications because they subscribe to my tweets. Speaking of notifications, okay, make sure you got your notifications turned on because it was brought to my attention before this live. Someone in my Discord told me that they haven't been getting notifications all week about my video. So make sure you hit that notification bell and you turn it to all so you can make sure you are being notified when I go live, but also you can see that I've tagged a page at the end of this title. Okay. You see at TPJ Network, that is the backup channel. So make sure you click on that page, make sure you follow that page and you subscribe because we're going to be over there cutting up sometime really soon. So I'm trying to get the followers up and it's going to be a good time over there. Okay. Look, this is a Sunday roundup. It is the Black News Bus, but on Sundays you like to sit back and relax a little bit. What I want to know from y'all is when you eat cookout food, right? Before we get into all the stuff, when you eat cookout food, do you prefer that your burger and or hot dog be just a little burnt? Do you feel like the burnt is a little seasoning? Because sometimes when I eat stuff off the grill, I be wanting to taste just a little bit of char. I want to taste a little bit of char on my hot dog so I know it's real because I respect the grill master. See, look, one thing I can't do is be on top of grill. If I'm on top of grill, it's a little teeny grill. So I be dealing with burnt on cookout burgers and hot dogs because I'm like, you've been working hard. This is the seasoning. You know what I mean? So let me know how y'all feel about it down below. I'm seeing some people like it a little burnt. Okay. I thought I was the only one. Because I heard somebody talk about a little burnt on they cookout burger. And I'm like, what's the matter with you? It's a cookout burger from Black folk. We need to make sure that this ain't no pre-prepared mess. Okay? Yeah, smoky flavor is a little bit. I'm not saying a completely burnt situation, but burn it a little bit so I know it's real. Okay, burn it a little bit. right? We have some really interesting stuff to talk about today. It is the Black News Bus. If you're new around here, you're going to learn today what the Black News Bus is. So listen, y'all, throw your pancakes up in the chat. All right. This week is off to an amazing start already. Why? Because we are affirming it. We are speaking this good week into existence. We are making sure that no one is capable, right, of ruining our week or our energy or allowing us to give them a reaction to their bull crap, right? By affirming that ain't nobody gonna get up in our head and up in our space this week. I think it's really important to make sure at the beginning of your week you affirm that it's gonna be positive. So that's what this is about. Drop them pancakes. Let's get ready and let's
The
go.
plainest Jane. This is one of my favorite comments here. She says, I loves me some black, and she said, loves me some black news. She says, is it just me, or does anyone else get tired of seeing people that don't look like them delivering info about them day in and day out?
All right, y'all know what time it is. Y'all are all aboard the Black News Bus. Now, the Black News Bus is a social media stroll where we take a peek inside of the celebrity world and we talk about what's going on with the entertainers and the celebrity world. But we also cover the grounds on real headlines, real news affecting everyday people like you and me. And y'all know I always got to throw a little dab of some Black history up in there because that's just how I roll. Okay. So as we get this bus ready to take off real quick, make sure that your mental health is in line. Make sure that you have at least addressed your invisible problems. You ain't got no business being nosy and all of the polarizing and controversial things going on in the world unless you've tackled what's going on in your own life. Okay. Shout out to my new subscribers because we had like what 8.75 thousand subscribers now. So okay, little smooth 250 away from 9K, which is dope. Okay. And of course, before I get into breaking down today's topics and viral events, make sure you subscribe and thumbs up or down. Either way, I appreciate it. But make sure you think critically and independently, regardless of what you hear from me or anybody else. And don't forget to subscribe to that backup channel by clicking that link that is right up there in the title. It's also the third link down below in the description box. But look, let's get into it. Okay, here goes somebody. They say the chart isn't good for us. Be careful. Look, that's why we just recommended a little dab. You know what I'm saying? Some people say seasoning ain't good for us. They say meat ain't good for us. Look, us black folk, we gonna eat what we like to eat, but it is important to remember moderation, right? It is important to remember moderation. All right. So let's get right into it because there are so many of y'all. Because y'all know I have an opinion, right? About Tiara Mack, the senator of Rhode Island. And it's really not about her twerking. It's about the bill that she's trying to pass. And there are so many people, okay? Ebony M said, I affirm that I'm going to have a positive week, okay? There are so many people still literally trying to argue with me about how and why masturbation should be taught in schools to 6th through 12th graders. And I don't agree. I don't agree. What is wrong with you to think? Why are y'all still on this internet, on Beyonce and Al Gore's internet, trying to argue about why 6th graders should be taught about masturbation in school? In school, okay? There should be nothing beyond, right? Teaching the basic body anatomy and science, how pregnancy works, right? From both sides, what it requires, contraceptives, and how to be safe. Having sex, condoms and so on and so forth. You should not be teaching kids how to have good sex in school, whether the good sex be with another person or with yourself, because you can have good sex with yourself. That's what masturbation is. But I'll be damned. And this is what Tiara Mack, this is the bill that she's introducing, that she's trying to get passed, to introduce it to school curriculums so that children can learn how to have good, bomb, mind-blowing, orgasmic sex in school. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're not there to teach kids how to have good, mind-blowing sex. You're there to teach them how to be safe and about the science and anatomy of their bodies. And when I tell you every time, because the Shade Room have reposted my tweet about Tiara Mack, right? So many people still pulling up to the comments, arguing about it. With the way these young kids are having sex, I don't see it as a bad thing for them to understand themselves sooner than later. Helping them to understand how to masturbate, it's not going to reduce how often they have sex. I mean, you can teach guys about the male G spot being in the anus. That doesn't mean that they're going to go out and want to do that, or like it, there has to be a line drawn in the sand. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on this because I've already spoken about this on the channel, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm taken aback. I'm appalled at you Negroes because literally I ain't seen not near white person or colonizer or an individual that puts raisins and celery in their potato salad advocating for this. Not to mention, you know, Tiara Mack is, I'm the first Black queer senator. Da da da. I haven't seen that community rallying behind you. I haven't seen it. But there's something that's really wrong. There are so many boxes. There are so many things that the public school system is not doing. Why complicate and add something like this? Because if you're teaching them about masturbation, first of all, everybody's different. Some people like clitoral stimulation. Some people like vaginal stimulation. Some people like it up the front. Some people like it up the back. Some people. So what, you gonna be teaching about butt plugs and dildos too? Are you gonna put the different dildos on the screen or have them in the classroom? How far is this gonna go in the schools? And how often do we turn around and realize that teachers are having inappropriate relations with the students for whatever reason, let alone introducing something like this? This is crazy. This should be done at home. I'm not saying don't teach kids about, their body. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it should be done at home. Let me tell you something about me, though, and me in particular. And I'm not saying everybody's got to be this way. I think that it should be done at home and or up to the parents how and when their children learn about masturbation. But let me tell you how there is a such thing as exploring yourself and coming of a certain age and just learning about yourself and exploring that on your own, because it's fun when you find it by mistake and you're just alone. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand the people who are really trying to sexualize children at schools. You've got these kids, they graduate, they're reading at 3rd and 6th and 7th grade levels. They are not economically astute or well-rounded. They don't know how to do their taxes. They are prey to financial institutions once they're 18, walking into the banks. Hey, do you want a credit card? Sure. They don't even know how credit works. They're about to jack it up. They're not financially literate. They don't know, what job interview etiquette is, how to dress, how to speak, how to conduct themselves, the difference between how you act at work and how you act outside of work. So why make things difficult? Why make things difficult in this manner? Why? Why? Just like it. And these people really, they really want to argue about this with me. And it's crazy. Here's the last thing I'm gonna say about this, because again, I don't want to spend too much time on it because I've already spoken about it. And quite frankly, it grosses me out. Like the thought of this bill and schools being responsible for teaching kids how to have good, mind-blowing sex. And between that and the people advocating for it, it's gross. It gives me the goosebumps in a negative way. And what's wrong with teaching this to the kids? Here, another Black man, right? I said schools teaching 6th graders masturbation techniques, it's inappropriate. It should be done at home through the parents. Here they go. You must realize, because they meant to say not, right? So their punctuation and their grammar is all the way off. So they clearly don't even type like they have a high school education. But I think they meant to say you must not realize how taboo it is or the ignorance around it, but go off. The fact that it ain't taught at home is behind a lot of the drama and fear about it. And I'm like, brother, it's you acting like I don't. comprehend how taboo it is, right? Even as adults, masturbation can sometimes be very taboo. But there are a lot of taboo things that schools have no business teaching, and it should be done at home. Students be graduating with fourth grade reading levels, and schools are behind with the basic fundamentals of what kids need to know when they graduate. They need to stick to reading and writing, and they can barely handle that. I had another person tell me that teaching kids masturbation. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up because I don't want y'all to think I'm making this up, because I swear I'm not. I swear I'm not. Let's go to the people who have retweeted it. This tweet that the Shade Room posted. They basically said it reduces children having sex. The more you masturbate, the less you have sex. It's basically what they said. Here they go. They said masturbation prevents 6th to 12th grade pregnancy. Show me the data that masturbation prevents pregnancy, because it really fucking doesn't. It really doesn't. Show me the data. Show me the data that says people don't masturbate one day and have sex the next, or people don't masturbate one day and have sex the same day. Show me the data that says that when you have sex, your partner doesn't actively masturbate you. Like, the nerve of you to think that masturbation stops pregnancy. Seek some fucking help. Please. Immediately seek it. You're slow. You're slow. You're slow. Something's wrong with you. Like, there is no way in this world. Here I go, because I'm the meme queen. Okay, one thing about me is I keep a mean ass meme, and it always hits. Shout out to the people that follow me on Twitter, because y'all already know I'm always letting loose and causing some friendly chaos, or telling somebody about themselves in a respectful way. I'm like, where's the data that states that masturbation prevents pregnancy? And how old are you to think that people don't masturbate one day or night and have sex the next? And that this is me being Wendy Williams looking behind at you at the screen like, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Oprah Winfrey said they don't even teach cursive in school anymore, but they teaching slap and tickle. Make it make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. Coming from someone who lost their virginity as a teen and was also masturbating at that time, it's really just a means to an end if you don't have the freedom to leave out the house at that moment under the restrictions of your parents controlling whether you know what I'm saying. That doesn't prevent pregnancy. Condoms barely prevent pregnancy, depending on if you know how to use them correctly. And that's what schools should be focused on, the proper way to put on a condom. Pregnancy, contraceptives, so on and so forth. That's what it should be about. Not how to climax well and the different. No. Let parents teach that. Let parents teach that. Y'all are doing too much. These kids can barely read a textbook and y'all are still arguing and advocating for this. No. Someone says preventative education and empowerment reduces the risks of pregnancy. You can know all that you want to know about how the body works and still get pregnant, but something as intimate as masturbation, the school has no right to skip past the parents and tackle something as difficult and as sensitive as that. A lot of kids find out about masturbation just through self-exploration. If you're taking good showers, a lot of times you learn how to what feels good, and then I know a lot of boys, they learn about masturbation in the shower. They you know what I'm saying, and then their parents end up talking about the boys are taking long showers because they done found something. For girls, it might be you taking a shower and you taking a shower head, and it's you rinsing yourself. There's so many different ways. Teachers, stay out of it. The school systems need to stay out of it, and that's just period point blank. That's just period point blank. It's too much. Sexual education should be about the basics. Leave all the other stuff up to parents and whatnot. Stick to math and arithmetic and all that other stuff. But also, let's get into Tiara Mack and what she had to say recently. And again, my thing with Tiara Mack is I could really care less about her twerking if that's what she wants to do as a senator. If that's the type of decorum that she feels like goes well with her messaging and what she wants to get across, baby, do you? I could care less about her twerking and her birthmark to the left of her left butt cheek. That's not it's not my business, but she made it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. What I care about is how harmful that bill is to put these things in the school system. But she has more to say, and let's get into it.
Life.
Okay. She won't apologize, but she had already said she's not going to apologize. She's already been pretty unapologetic about it thus far. But here she is with more.
I am not going to apologize for being myself and for living a joyful life and for being unapologetically myself in every instance and enjoying a beautiful day off. I am not going to apologize for showing exactly and telling exactly who I am every single step of the way of my campaign. For the folks who voted for me, they know that Tiara Mack is a silly, authentic, and sometimes bold leader. I will not apologize for being who I am. I will not apologize for fiercely leading my community with a new and fresh voice and mobilizing more people to stand up for their rights alongside me. I will not apologize for showing young queer Black women that they can live a joyful life and still make a positive impact in their community. And I will not apologize for being able to do a headstand. And I will not apologize for, having enough cake to twerk. It is no shock that criticism about me enjoying my free time and using my body to express joy with a small group of friends while on the beach in a bikini that many people wear is coming on the heels of the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Since the twerking video came out, there have been a subsect of racist, misogynistic people who have called me anything and everything from the N-word to fat to gorilla. Many of the negative comments I have received have been racially motivated. They have been racially disgusting. I am not going to apologize for being myself and for living a joy.
Girl, we knew you weren't going to apologize. At this point, I feel like she's just trying to weaponize any card, because when she first came out and she caught backlash because of it, she called everyone either racist or envious of her willingness to do that. Everyone that has something to say about you doing that is not racist. But throwing the race card out there haphazardly, all right, sis. And then envious, girl, all of us got asses. I mean, you're talking, if you're talking to or about the Black community, girl, over 90% of us got asses, and most of us know how to shake it. And look, I ain't trying to get down and dissect your twerking, right? But like, it wasn't given like, throw that thing in a circle or Meg Thee Stallion, like, damn, she fucked it. It wasn't given that. It was given fun little jiggle that everybody with a little bit of meat back there can do. So you came out the gate calling everybody racist and jealous of you because they don't agree with your decorum. Oh, ma'am. And I really do. I feel like you're trying to weaponize your queerness. I do. But this is not really what I care about when it comes to you and what you do. If that's how you want to look as a senator, as a Black woman, do you, girl? Because all I can do is really slow blink at it and look at you like, because for you to do that and then say, vote for me, it's like, girl, we are in hell. We are in hell. I think she played rugby when she was in college. And I don't know if she's just finding herself or if now she's like trying to, be cool, or now she feels like, okay, well, I'm not awkward anymore. Let me come out. And, her response, I feel like, was more damning than the initial situation, than the initial action. This is her. She played rugby in college. She, look, I'm not trying to call her a misfit to weaponize, because I've definitely been a misfit in many different stages of my life. And to some extent, sometimes I would still consider myself to be a misfit, right? But I feel like she struggled with her identity, and I feel like she panders to different subsets and groups of marginalized individuals. And then I feel like she virtue signals. I 100%, I feel like she does a lot of virtue signaling, to the point where all she can do is come up with these words and say, well, look, I'm going to do this thing that is typically not accepted. And then if you don't like it, let me call you jealous and racist. Because do you not like the fact that I'm queer? Or do you not like the fact that I'm twerking? Or do you feel like I shouldn't be trying to help sixth graders learn how to masturbate in school from their teacher? If you don't like that, let me find something to label you. Homophobic. Let me call you racist. Let me call you jealous of my butt with the birthmark to the left. No, ma'am. That's just me, though. She can twerk all she wants to. I really don't care. But when you show your ass cheeks online, you leave people to talk about your ass cheeks. And that's whether you're Meg Thee Stallion or a senator. People are tired of seeing Meg Thee Stallion's ass. And she's a full-blown entertainer. They're fucking tired of it. And they criticize her every time they get a chance, because they feel like, is that all you can do? Is that all you feel like you're worth? Right? And she's got the right to twerk. Oh, yes, she has the right to twerk. And people have the right to have an opinion about that twerking that you put on a timeline and in all these public places. People have the right to have an opinion about that twerking. They do. They do. You feel like they shouldn't have an opinion, but they feel like maybe you shouldn't be twerking. So, I mean, y'all kind of cancel each other out at some point. Come on now. Come on now. So who knows? There are a lot of people who are standing beside her. Okay, that's their senator, and they're gonna stick beside her. That's their batch of representation, and they're gonna stick beside her. Do you? If that's what if that's what you down with, make it do what it do. It's really just a bill that's more frustrating than anything. It's the bill. But look, let's move on to the next subject, Chad. We gave the twerking senator popping upside down, popping on a handstand, enough attention, okay? And at this point, she likes it. She just doesn't like the negative side of it. But at some point, still, outrage is currency. Outrage is currency, and that is a lot of what she and people in this day and age, what they go for. They don't care whether you're going to like it or not, but they know you're going to talk about it, and they use that outrage as currency to get them to trend. And for more visibility, ultimately, at the end of the day. So that's that. Look, if you haven't already taken a moment to hit thumbs up on this video, God dang it, what are you waiting for? Don't make me kick you off this bus. We got a couple more stops to make, okay? But don't make me kick you off the bus because you ain't hit thumbs up, but also subscribe to the backup channel. It is linked in the title of this video, okay? We're going to move on to the next subject. We're going to get into some Keri Hilson. Keri Hilson is, you can see, she's the first person I put in the title. She's also on the thumbnail. Baby, when I tell you she got dragged on Black Twitter badly, they dragged her on Black Twitter something serious because she received a tribute, okay? She got a musical tribute, and people felt like she wasn't worthy. They felt like she didn't deserve it. And, I do have a feeling about this. Can Keri Hilson be annoying sometimes? Absolutely. She's lost some cool points, right? In a social media or just a typical sense, right? Between what she said about Beyonce years ago, she had a whole one-sided beef with Beyonce. There's nothing like somebody with a one-sided beef, right? But then also there was this misinformation she was putting out about the 5G and the towers and what it was causing and all this other stuff, right? And so she lost some cool points. But I mean, everybody loses cool points at one point or another in life. But there were so many people, so many tweets that felt like she did not deserve this honor, okay? So these were the Black music honors for Keri Hilson. This is her tribute. I wish I could play the music, but of course it's copyrighted or copywritten, I'm sorry, and I can't. Oop. Yeah, we ain't trying to get flagged, okay? But yeah, this was our tribute, and a lot of people had an issue with it. Here's the thing about it. Unbeknownst to y'all, Keri Hilson has had a lot of hits. A lot of hits over the years. Look, and I'm not talking about the hits that she's sang. Her songwriting pen has been consistent over the years. If you don't know, just say you don't know. If you didn't do your research or you didn't understand that some of the songs that y'all sing all the way from the stomach, from your chest, if you didn't know that some of those songs that you sing loudly and badly in the car, in the shower, if you didn't know she wrote them, just say that. Just say that. But Keri Hilson definitely does have a very impressive resume outside of her own music. Let's just go over some of the music that she's written. And I had to do this on Twitter because I just couldn't believe. See, because we be quick to say, give people their flowers while they here. Us black folk, give people their flowers while they here. And then somebody's getting their flowers and here go a hater. They don't deserve that. No, stop. You might feel like she's had some corny and cringy moments, and she has. That doesn't mean that her work shouldn't be celebrated. To be clear, Keri Hilson has written the following songs and many more, okay? Because we'd be sitting here all day if I really named all the songs she wrote. But some of the ones that popped out to me were Runaway Love, right? By Ludacris featuring Mary J. Blige. And listen, I was a runaway. I ran away a lot in middle and high school because my home was hell. It was abusive as shit. So I ran away a lot, and that was definitely one of my jams. Runaway Love. So anyway, I ain't gonna sing for y'all, but 4 Minutes by Avant, she wrote that. She also did Icebox for Omarion. She did Gimme More by Britney Spears. She did Take Me As I Am by Mary J. Blige. She did Red Light by Usher, but also, Keri Hilson has also written and or did backing vocals for Chris Brown, Toni Braxton, Kelly Rowland, Danny Kane, Tank, Jennifer Lopez, Bobby Valentino, or Bobby V, because you know there's another musician with the name Bobby Valentino, but he plays the violin. Keke Palmer, Lloyd, just to name a few. LaToya Luckett is another one. There are so many people and so many songs that you don't even know that Keri Hilson is behind and responsible for. Let that woman collect her flowers. It's quite pathetic. And when I name all of these people and all of these songs, from Toni Braxton, Ludacris, Mary J. Blige, Avant, Omarion, Britney Spears, you talk about the diversity, not just for us, but for the white folks with Britney Spears. In other words, leave her alone and let her enjoy her well-deserved tribute in peace. Is she a 5G nut? Was she, posting a lot of stuff? Yeah, but all of the people who write music or entertainers or in the public eye, you're not going to agree with everything that they say. You're not even going to agree with everything that I say. And I might be either your favorite YouTuber or in your top favorite 3 or 5 YouTubers. You are not going to agree with everything that I say. And that's why I implore you in every video to think critically and independently, regardless of what you hear from me. But that doesn't mean when it's her turn or anybody's turn to get flowers that they don't deserve it because you didn't agree with everything they said 100%. There's nobody in this world, whether it be your best friend, your mom, your cousin, your sister, you're not going to agree with somebody 100% of the time. Like, what is wrong with you all to think that a disagreement means that you need to drop somebody or they're not worthy of their flowers? It doesn't make sense. You know what, Oprah? You a hot mess in these comments. Carrie looks like a younger Gail, the one I fell in love with. You know what, Oprah? It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Let this woman get her flowers in peace and leave it alone. Yeah, she did say that stuff about Beyonce a while ago. She thought it was cute. And honestly, some people would say her career never recovered, from that. I would say her own music career, it wasn't her own music career that she was saying wasn't as fruitful following that. However, it's that stuff that goes on in the background that really makes a difference. Ask Candy Burroughs. Candy Burroughs, her music career is not hitting, but she's written a lot of songs. Same with The Dream. Even though The Dream has had quite a few good songs of his own, but he's written a lot of stuff. He wrote Single Ladies for Beyonce. So stop acting like these people behind the scenes with the pen and you don't even know you singing some of their hits, but you dragging them. Learn something. Learn something from this. Okay? Learn something from this. Okay. I think that Keri Hilson has definitely learned her lesson with the Beyonce situation. She's never been able to escape it, but we don't need to continuously drag her over something that happened in, what was this? The early 2000, mid 2000s or something? Over a decade ago. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. She even came out and said she regrets saying it and that her career took a hit because of it. So leave it alone. Yeah, she even said her career didn't recover. So she know what it is. Why do we feel the need? Listen, the thing about it is we some people don't want Chris Brown to still go on and make music and be successful. And I ain't gonna lie, based off of what he did to Rihanna, I am so slow to click on anything Chris Brown. I am. I'm not even gonna stunt you because we talking about domestic violence, right? And I can understand somebody being more hesitant to support the career of someone who has done what Chris Brown has done, right? I can get that, even though I'm not saying Chris Brown doesn't have the right to have a career or success because he made a mistake or some mistakes over a decade ago. But we're talking about Keri Hilson just saying some stuff that a lot of people felt like, girl, and we feel like she's not forgivable. We got to do better. We got to do better as Black folk, and be forgiving and have, because cancel culture is really not real. But y'all can be very annoying. We can be very annoying. I'm not saying y'all. I'm Black. You know what I'm saying? My elbows and my timings will let you know very quickly that I am Black. Okay. Anybody ever want to doubt that I'm Black? Look at the texture of my hair. Look at my elbows and look at how when I put that I'm going live at a certain time, and then we end up 10, 15 or so late. I'm very Blackity Black, but we have to do better with dragging our own and acting like they're unforgivable for saying or doing some unpleasant things. We gotta stop. Yeah, she's a 5G nut. She was definitely a 5G nut. So leave Keri alone, okay? She deserved it. She was there in the audience. When she was getting her tribute, and I think that she deserved that. Everybody deserves to be celebrated at one point or another when they do stuff.
Just had to talk to me.
Wait a minute. Y'all trying to get me caught up. But yeah, I saw her in the audience here, and here we go. It was very nice to see. It was very nice to see. Okay. So shout out to Keri Hilson. Congratulations, sis. Enjoy your flowers. Okay? Enjoy your flowers. Whoever this girl is performing this little situation, she does kind of look like Keri too. So they did a good job with her costume and all that other good stuff. All right. Ashanti has written songs for other people as well. That's a good one. Yeah, she has. Songwriting is real money anyway. It's not just being the on-camera talent unless you write your own songs like B, Mariah Carey, Sade, also Chloe Bailey as well. That's a really good point. One of my favorite songs by Keri Hilson actually is Energy. If you feel like there's someone or something that is draining your energy and you're trying to detach from it, it's difficult, whether you feel like the person or the thing isn't letting you go, or whether you feel like you're having a hard time taking your energy back or severing that tie between that thing that is depleting you and draining you. I do implore you, go listen to Keri Hilson's song Energy and really listen to the words. It's a great thing to listen to early in the morning too, if you're just trying to get your energy right, or if you just feel like your energy is not clean. There's something, some negative stuff pulling at your energy. Go listen to Keri Hilson's Energy. It's a really, that's my favorite song of hers, hands down. Listen to that joint. I guarantee you it'll make you feel great, and it'll help you start to think and realize some things about trying to keep your own energy pure. That's a throwback song too that just came to the top of my head. No, it's not Saweetie, but I'm not sure who it is. So yeah, okay. Oh, they said throw Missy in there too. Her game is strong. That's right. Missy does have a very strong pen. Okay. So let us get into the next subject. Again, there are almost 200 of us here. Make sure y'all hit that daggone thumbs up button. Also, if you have a friend or someone that has a Black-owned business and they are looking for some ad space or whatever, definitely tell them to come holler at your girl. Okay. I did just find a sponsor for this channel, and I am so looking forward to that collaboration. I think you're really going to enjoy the brand, and we are getting that commercial together as we speak. But what I'm going to do right now is I need to use the restroom real quick. So I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'm gonna come back, drop some pancakes in the chat. And again, whoever your friend or your family member, tell them to email me if they are looking for ad placement. Okay, y'all keep it locked. We'll be right back.
So let's see if you're really about it. If you've been serious about what you've been saying about wanting to support more Black-owned businesses, here's your chance. I found a spot for us to grab our hats, hoodies, affordable electronics, phone accessories, and gadgets from. It's over on edwerso.com. That's EDWERSOW.com. Grab something for your hubby, your wife. Hey, I ain't encouraging that side chick behavior, but it's just in time for the holidays. So head on over there and grab your AirPod cases, hoodies, and affordable electronics. That's edwerso.com, EDWERSOW.com. And I'll see you over there. It's time to face it, boo. Your product needs more exposure. If you want to see your ad here on my channel, be sure to shoot an email over to yt.theplainestjane@gmail.com and let's chat. But if you're new in my neighborhood here on YouTube, hey, I'm the Plainest Jane, and I provide coverage and commentary on trending stories, viral events, and Black culture. I definitely appreciate you stopping through and hitting that subscribe button if you like more of my particular brand of syrup.
And we back. Okay. I see y'all in the chat talking about Missy is a good follow. Absolutely. Speaking of a good Twitter follow, okay. Shout out to the Famecom network. Okay. The Famecom network, let me tell you something. He just reached 1,000 followers on Twitter, right? But he be having all these government officials following him. He's very, very radical. Okay. Sometimes he even be off the hook, but he says a lot of stuff. So look, the Famecom network I told you I was going to embarrass you, right? He came into the Discord talking about, oh, y'all need to coddle me and buy me chocolate and congratulate me. When I'm telling you, all of these senators and government officials and all these white checks from the government be following him, and he be saying stuff off the hook stuff. He be posting women with their butts out, but he's very well versed on a lot of the stuff that goes on in the government. He's very well versed on a lot of cultural stuff, right? Like you got the diaspora wars, you got the Pan-Africans versus the foundational Black Americans. Like there be a lot of good cultural stuff and conversation going down on the Famecom Network's Twitter page. So Famecom, you might as well go ahead and drop your Twitter handle down below. Okay. I told you I was going to embarrass you and shout you out since you wanted to be coddled and celebrated and you wanted some chocolate. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, he be having the people on it, and they be responding to him, to these government officials. And he's like, I don't understand why they follow me. I'm like, look, you're radical as hell, and they're going to use a lot of your really good talking points, original talking points. They're going to use that to either pander to us or help to try to implement change. So, okay. So yeah, drop your Twitter handle down below when you get a chance. Famecom Network, okay. Let's move on to the next thing. DoorDash. Oh my God. Y'all thought y'all was so slick with the DoorDash. Now, look, let me know down below in the chat if you have heard about the DoorDash debacle. The DoorDash debacle was not playing with you all, okay? Not one bit. Not one bit. And basically what happened on DoorDash is, thank you so much, Tony, for the $5 super sticker. I really appreciate that. And look, shout out again. It is so free to donate to this channel. I appreciate all of it. You can donate for free by hitting the thumbs up button. Or if you want to do a little something for the Cash App, it's right here on the screen, or a super chat or a super sticker works as well. But keep in mind, the monetary donations, they are appreciated, but they are not required. The thumbs up, though, very much required. So make sure you pay your fare before I kick you off my damn bus. Okay. And you know what? I want to kick all of y'all off my bus anyway, because why didn't y'all tell me that DoorDash was giving out all this free stuff? Why didn't you tell me that? Why didn't you let me know that there was a glitch on DoorDash where people was ordering thousands of dollars of free things? Where's the loyalty? Where's the loyalty? I just want to know. I really want to know. So let me tell you something. Niggas went buck wild. They went buck wild buying some of any and everything. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Okay. Let's get into some of this information and then some of what Twitter had going on as far as telling on themselves with all the things that they had gotten. So DoorDash customers, they were celebrating on Thursday after discovering a glitch that allowed them to get their purchases for free, according to a flood of social media posts. And I saw this going down on Twitter Friday, the day after they had already fixed it. So customers boasted about ordering free food, pricey tequila, and even contraceptives. Some posted screenshots of extravagant orders in the thousands of dollars. One man tweeted images of dozens of expensive priced tequilas, and he says that he ordered that during the glitch. These orders included Casamigos and Don Julio, worth $1,673.73. Another order totaling $1,949 respectively. Okay. Others posted memes poking fun of those who made large purchases without paying, predicting that the company would seek to have those payments fulfilled. Not me sounding like Jocelyn Hernandez. Fulfilled. Okay. So let me show y'all some of these pictures and some of these tweets and what was going on. Because niggas really went buck wild. They lost their minds. They completely and absolutely lost their minds. Here, you can look at this order right here, right? You see Casamigos, Don Julio, They ordered all of this stuff. Then you can see this went crazy with McDonald's. Okay, look at all these McDonald's orders during the glitch. I can't believe that with DoorDash being free, y'all thought to go ahead and order all the McDonald's you could imagine. That you could imagine. The spirit of Jocelyn, it fulfilled me. Okay. It was a lot. It was a lot. And so let me tell you something, because this came back to bite a lot of people in the derriere. Yes, it did. Yes, it did, because DoorDash, they're trying to get their money. So a DoorDash spokesperson confirmed the glitch, and they said the company was canceling fraudulent orders. Here's what they said. On the evening of July 7th, DoorDash experienced a payment processing issue, and as a result, some users were able to check out without an authorized form or payment for a short period of time. We were subsequently notified that some users were placing fraudulent orders, and we immediately corrected the issue. We're actively canceling fraudulent orders and are in touch with the merchants impacted to ensure that they are compensated for any unauthorized orders that they may have received. Okay. So one person was like, listen, DoorDash is out for blood. And, you know, they absolutely are. And I would be out for blood too. And I'm glad that they're able to get their funds, because y'all niggas done really lost your mind. Y'all done lost your mind. DoorDash just got their legal team together. Everyone that participated in this evening's event will be dealt with accordingly. They are prepared to do everything in their power to push those transactions through most major banks, including Cash App. There's people in the chat saying that it was Amazon too. They like, oh, we missed free Amazon. Absolutely. Absolutely. DoorDash is not playing with you guys. You guys thought you were slick. Okay. DoorDash also said, we work to ensure that we are always offering the highest quality of service to the communities we serve, and we sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused by this. DoorDash may be under greater pressure than ever before, as one of its largest rivals, Grubhub, just linked a year-long deal with Amazon to offer free food deliveries to Prime members, Amazon Prime members. Okay, so what's this? They say offering Grubhub Plus for free to Prime members all but ensures that Grubhub gains a ton of market share, presumably at the expense of DoorDash. That pressures DoorDash to increase efforts to keep up, leading to missteps. So y'all was getting free food on DoorDash and ordering McDonald's. Y'all got a DoorDash glitch where you can get anything you wanted for free, and nobody thought to start tipping the workers over $1,000. DoorDash came back. Y'all accounts was in the negative. Do you hear me? We began to see screenshots of people who participated in this mess that I know we wish we all was able to participate in. We woke up the next day mad as hell. But these people had their accounts in the negative. Let me pull up a screenshot of somebody who was hurting after DoorDash got their mess together. Here's a picture. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Negative. This is a Cash App. Negative $3,441. Y'all lied. DoorDash tore my ass up. Who lied? Who lied? You believe random people online that told you that DoorDash was free and that they wasn't going to try and get their money back? Who lied to you? And why was you believing these people on the internet? Talking about y'all lied. Take accountability. Take accountability. What's really going on? Y'all thought it was cute. Y'all thought this was cute. And DoorDash turned around and told y'all that no, we're going to get our stuff. See, because y'all didn't think that was possible with Cash App to be in the negative. Because typically with Cash App, if you ain't got enough money there, they just going to decline it and let you know, hey, we declined something because you ain't got no bread. Oh, no. DoorDash turned around and they got their IT folk together. And their IT folks said, no, ma'am, not today. We gonna take your money. And if they could do that with Cash App, best believe they can do it with your Bank of America's, your Wells Fargo. What's another bank? Those are really the main two banks that I really know and hear about. Your credit unions, whatever your banking institution is, best believe they're going to come back and they're going to get their money. They said, what did they buy for $3,400? A small Nissan? Child. They went crazy buying tequila and whatnot. Now you need to sell that tequila on the black market. What are you about to do with 19 or however many bottles, right? Let me see how many bottles. Might be able to see how many bottles of tequila they bought. Now you're gonna have to sell it out your trunk on the black market. That's what's happening. How many do it say? 27 plus. 30 bottles. So you bought 27 plus bottles of this tequila, 30 plus bottles of this, 30. Okay, so now you're selling it out your trunk. And you're going to have to sell it for at least 2/3 of the price. 25% off is not enough. You need to sell it for 33% off. 33.3% off. That's how much you need to sell it for, because now you're going to turn it to a hustler. And you better hope the popo, ain't going to pull up and see you selling this alcohol out your trunk, because, woo, you already know how they go. They going to lock you up for anything. Driving while black, selling Casamigos out of your trunk while black. Best believe they better flip the bottles. They better flip, because they thought it was cute. What was they about to have, a party? Was they having a pool party? I bet you what, if they was having a party, I bet you they charging per head. They broke. They in the negatives. Y'all thought DoorDash was playing with y'all. I can't believe y'all. Negative $3,000, 440. Child. A hot mess. A complete and absolute hot mess. Makes some sense. We ain't been to the bush. What has been 53 minutes? Let's go to the bush, because y'all niggas are. No, first, I need Tyra to cuss y'all out.
But you're not. Stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yells at this, it's because she loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this. You go to bed at night, you lay there, and you take responsibility for yourself.
Some people said if you was using a gift card, you wouldn't get caught. A Visa gift card or whatever. I didn't think they even let y'all use let people use gift cards on apps like this, because you can always get over. There's no way to really get it back. If you go buy a Visa or an American Express gift card that only has, $50 or $100 on there, and they want to come run something back, there's no way of undoing that, because it's a gift card. So I guess people that were using gift cards on their DoorDash account, I guess they are not liable to, maybe get caught. But maybe they would use your name and address to still try to come after you and put something on your credit. Child, I don't know. What I do know is DoorDash ain't playing with you, and they trying everything under the sun to get their money. This is one thing. Y'all know Usher recently just did his Tiny Desk concert, right? It was amazing. It was beautiful. We were in the middle of a black male R&B epidemic where everyone was singing terribly except for Mario. You know, verses and Omarion sound a mess, and Ray J sounds a mess, and it all just sounds a mess. And here comes Usher with his breath of fresh air, with his Tiny Desk concert. Oh, he sounded amazing. And out of that Tiny Desk concert came a meme. It came a meme, and if you know, you know. If you hip, if you not, let me get you hip real quick. It's the watch this. That's the meme that came from Usher's Tiny Desk concert. It's like, oh, you don't believe something's about to happen? Watch this. And so that's the meme, right? Here you go what DoorDash said to y'all. DoorDash free glitch. Watch this. Y'all think y'all got some free food? Oh, watch this. Y'all think y'all got free Plan Bs and free Casamigos and Don Julio? Watch this. That's like, hold my beer. Hold my beer real quick, because I know you didn't think you got away with anything, because you didn't. You didn't. You didn't get away with anything. Do you hear me? That Tiny Desk concert was lit as hell. If you don't know what a Tiny Desk concert is, it's a specific type of a content where they invite really talented musicians, singers, rapper, whatever, right? If you're talented in the entertainment field, they call it a Tiny Desk concert, and you show up and you do your thing, and it's awesome. So go on YouTube and Google, or go on YouTube and search Tiny Desk concert, and you'll see tons of people have been there, and they're typically really, really good. Chloe Bailey and Holly Bailey have been there. It's really, really good. But that's what DoorDash said to y'all. Watch this, because y'all thought y'all got away with something. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. It's not happening. All right. So yeah, they there to get it back in blood. And you know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Okay. Let's get into more of the viral headlines here. When we are on the Black news bus, and some real Black news that affect everyday people like you and me. That is what the Black news bus is about over here on your girl, thePLAINESTjane channel. And thank you for hitting thumbs up if you have not already. Here's a law that's going on in Arizona that I feel like it's, I'm really at a loss for words when it comes to this law, because they're not even trying to hide the fact that the police force does a lot of mess that's just like not legal. We already know. Arizona is to ban people from filming police within 8 feet. So imagine you're a Black person just trying to do your due diligence, and you see an unfortunate situation, and you see that the cops are in the wrong. You see that they're 100% dead wrong, 200% dead wrong. And you want to film it to make sure, God forbid someone wasn't there to film what happened to George Floyd. God forbid. Now we have a law in Arizona where it is illegal for you to film a police officer within 8 feet. We know what this is about. Oh, you're trying to record me doing something wrong and not following the rules and invading people's civil rights? Let's arrest you too then. Okay. Let's get into the facts and the details as it pertains to this law. Arizona will ban the recording of police within 8 feet starting on September 24th, with people stopped by police exempt in most cases. Critics and news organizations call the ban unconstitutional, saying it gives police too much discretion and limits police accountability and transparency. Imagine this, okay? With people stopped by police exempt in most cases. That's the thing. So it doesn't mean all cases. So let's say I leave out, right? And I get pulled over when I leave the house today. Well, obviously, if the police are stopping me, I'm less than 8 feet away from the situation because I am in the situation. So it's illegal for me to record what you all are doing to me, knowing that what you may be doing is dead wrong. And what's the problem with me recording if you're following all the rules and you're within the guidelines? It's a mess. It's a mess. This will stop people from being able to see if things were planted. Pull somebody over with a clean car. They're planting stuff in there. They're saying whatever to get under your skin. Imagine being maybe stopped by the police and they're calling you all types of N-words and all types of things. And they're intentionally messing with your temperament by disrespecting you and calling you slurs. Who can hear that if they're 9-10 feet away? This is pathetic. I thought it was just Florida and Texas that was out of control with the way that they are ran. And we know the entire United States, to be honest, is out of control. It's out of control. But Arizona, God damn, I really do hope that this is overturned. I really do hope that this is overturned. Because imagine if this does spread to other states. Imagine a ban on filming police. Can we just plainly call it another nick at our civil rights? Can we talk about it? It's the truth. It's the truth. This is really sad and pathetic. I mean, because just driving while black is socially illegal, right? Like we get pulled over, we get stopped for anything. So this is crazy, and it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. What are your thoughts about this, Stickies? How are you feeling about this? How are you feeling about it? You know, part of the Black News Bus is we get into stuff that's affecting everyday people like you and me. Like, I'm here in Baltimore, but the people in Arizona, I feel for you. But there's also stuff going on. There's stuff going on in every state, right? We can only talk about but so much a day. The news very frequently, it's just a string of negative all the time, which is why I try to create the balance between positive news and entertaining stuff we can laugh at. And then every now and then, yeah, we gonna need to talk about the real stuff that's going on. But this is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. Let me know how you feel about this down below, Stickies. I'm really curious to know. Here's another serious situation that I found to be extremely sad. A 4-year-old boy drowned during a swim lesson, and now his family wants answers. This is 4-year-old Izzy Scott. Now, he drowned during his second swim lesson after the instructor told his parents that they can't stay to watch the swimming lesson. The family says that they still haven't gotten an explanation from the instructor, only a refund and a condolence 2 weeks later. So you mean to tell me they sent their 4-year-old black boy to learn how to swim, and they were told that they are not allowed to witness? I mean, why can't I sit and watch you teach my kid how to swim? So it's part of your policy, your protocol, to force me to wait outside of your environment, and then my child dies in your environment. How does a 4-year-old child die on a swim instructor's watch anyway? It's not like it was a huge pool and they didn't know. Like, you're here to teach this 4-year-old how to swim. How did he die in front of you? White instructor, of course. How? 2 weeks later, you suddenly say condolences? We don't want to make everything. Trust me, us black folk, we do not want to make everything about race. We do not want to make everything about color, but god damn. You couldn't even give me a condolence that day, 2 weeks later? A refund? No, bitch. Pay for my child's funeral. Pay for that. The refund is not cutting it for me. Like I said, we don't want to make everything about color, but there's something about a policy that says you can't watch me teach your kids how to swim. And my child dies on your non-black watch. My black child dies on your non-black. I'm not sure how to feel about that. I'm not quite sure how to feel about that. Not quite sure. Because if you were a vigilant instructor, this wouldn't have happened. But also, you won't allow the parents there to watch, and for you to not be vigilant. It takes a little while to drown. It doesn't just happen in 8 seconds. So you had to have completely been doing something else or have done this intentionally. One can only conspire. I send my condolences to this family. I send my condolences to this family. And I really hope that this instructor pays for the entire service. And if there are any family members who need to fly out of state to come to the service, I hope that this instructor has to pay for those flights as well. Everything that comes that pertains to this child's service, that instructor needs to pay for. And that's just the money. But I also feel like they need to have a day in court as well. This is negligent. This is negligent. Okay? It's too much. It really is. This saddened me when I came across it. Okay. Let's get into something else. Okay. We're going to cover a video that went viral, but we're also, oh wait, let me find out one got deleted. Hold up. Yikes. It didn't. All right. All right, so I'm about to play this video for you all that went viral. I want to know your thoughts on it. I want to know your thoughts on it. Okay, we're gonna move into the next thing. I know that was a lot to deal with, but again, we talk about these real headlines and we talk about what's going on in the world. Okay, let's get into the next viral situation. So this is a video of a woman in a store who had an issue with another woman wearing white nail polish. You know what? Before I put this video up, let me just go ahead and say this. I put mental health in the title of this video because mental health is real. And when you come across content like this, or even people like this, your first reaction might be to laugh. Like, honestly. But once you take a second to assess the situation, a couple seconds to assess the situation, you realize that there's a little more going on here, right? So I'm not about to place this video in front of you with the intention to make fun of her. But I do want to ask you, what would you do if you were approached by a person like this? Again, this woman, black woman, approaches another black woman and tells her, hey, you're not allowed to wear white nail polish on your toes. And let me tell you why you're not allowed to wear white nail polish on your toes here in California. Okay, let's get into this. Y'all tell me down below in the chat, and even if you're chasing the bus, in the comments, okay, how would you respond if you were the person that this lady addressed? All right. So let me start the video over so y'all can see it.
He walked up to me and told me, this lady walked up to me and told me I have to change my nail polish color.
So you're telling, no, she don't have to know any of my personal business. You're telling me that I can't wear white toes because it's gang affiliated?
Yeah, gang affiliated. And I'm from Peru, California.
So you're a gang member?
Yes, I'm a gang member.
Okay. So in order for me to wear white nail polish, I have to be a part of your gang?
Yes, you do.
What's the name of the gang?
Peru, California, Blood Nation, California. Peru.
So I have to take my white nail.
Take your white nails off.
I have to take it off?
Yeah, you're a pedestrian from outside the city. So I'm warning you right now.
Everybody in the whole world wears white toes. Like, what do you mean?
I have to bring awareness to you since you're a pedestrian. Because you're not from California. You just say you're not from California.
Can we start talking to her? Because
I'm just saying, like, you're telling me.
I have to be awareness. I have to make you aware. Because you say you're not from California, you moved over. So I can't get you. I can't get you.
That's not your look. That's not your job. And you ain't got to talk to us about it. We don't care.
Yes, that's rude. You don't tell me I have to take my nail polish off. You can't tell me I have to take my nail polish off.
Yes, you do, man.
No,
I don't.
This is awareness, man. You just said that you're not from California.
Okay.
I have to bring you awareness.
I don't have to be from California to wear white nail polish.
No, baby. I'm just saying, baby. There are gang people that
and we
will push
telling you that we're not gang affiliated. So we're fine.
Yeah, I understand.
No, you
that,
don't, because you tell her she got to take it off and she don't.
Literally.
The gang members are going to tell her. That's what I'm telling her now.
The gang members is gonna get me because I have white on my toes.
Yes, baby. I'm warning you because there's gang members that saying take it off to me because I'm friends with LA, California. And they're saying you have to take those off because gang members are saying if you're from a different state, you have to take it off. Otherwise, gang members are going to push up on you after that.
No, okay.
You're not understanding. No, baby. You from a different state. You can't get mad at me. I'm just warning you because
you. I'm just.
No, baby.
I'm
I'm
like
just saying
the fact that you approached her even on that. Like, don't. You
Yeah,
can't
you're.
tell somebody what they can and can't wear. I don't. care
You
who
don't
are.
tell me that I have to take it off. You can't say, "Oh, you have to take it." You don't do that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling him. I said, baby, I can't sit up here and tell her that to do not wear a color. My boyfriend.
where is he at? How does he know what color is my toes?
That's what I'm telling him. Because I'm not a gay man. I'm a square. And so, no, baby, I'm just telling you out of friendship.
This lady walked up to me and told me I have to change my nail polish color.
So you're telling no, she don't have to know anything.
Yeah, she's not well, you know. She's not well. And when I was just casually scrolling and I first came across it, I ain't gonna lie, right? Because I hadn't, you just scrolling. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I was hysterically laughing. I ain't gonna front you. And, then I realized, I'm like, oh, okay. Especially when they went down to her toes. I was like, then and then when you go back and watch it again, you can see a hospital band on her arm. She's not well. She started off saying, I am in the gang, I'm a part of the gang. Then she said, I'm not in the gang, I'm a square. She's not well. She's not well. And some people in the comments were like, oh, they entertained her so long. They shouldn't have entertained her. Yeah, I wouldn't have talked to her for 2 minutes for sure. She would have came up to me and tried to say something, and I would have, how you just kind of, in Baltimore, look, we famous for it. You come up to us saying something that we kind of not with, we be like, oh, okay. Because you can't just say, get the hell out. I mean, you can say, get the hell out of my face, get out of here with that shit. But this one doesn't, and not trying to be funny, but she doesn't look like she has all her marbles. And you don't want to set people who don't look right in the head off, So you just politely get away and be like, oh, okay, what you say? Oh, okay. I'm going to go get my, I got some fingernail polish remover in the car. I'm going to go. Girl, I would have told her anything and just got the hell up out her face as soon as possible. I ain't going to lie. That's what I would have did. They recorded her and put it on the internet, and it is very much a viral video now, right? But one thing I don't do is I don't play with mentally, unstable people in their face. I do enjoy a good laugh, and you can tell when somebody's out in public just trying to make you laugh. Like if you're unwell and you come up to me trying to laugh about something in public, yeah, I'm gonna laugh with you because it's probably funny. But I'm not about to record you and laugh at you and exploit you like that. I would have just gotten away. Yes, she does have a hospital band on her arm. Yes, she does. I zoomed in because I watched it a couple of times. But yeah, I would have definitely got the hell up away from her. Not saying you can't wear white toenail polish here in California because it's some gang stuff and somebody can run up on you like, no, ma'am. I would have got the hell away. And when I first saw this and I was busting out laughing at first, I said, I cannot wait to show the stickies this. And then I realized the gravity of the situation. And I'm like, I'm going to show it to them, but I'm not going to be laughing my ass off. I'm going to just, like, mental illness, it comes in so many different forms. It really does. And even just the way she's dressed, her fingernails either look like she just did them, they wet, it's all over the place. Her toenails are this long and got 8,000 paints of white on them. It's like coats of white on them. And it's just like, damn. She's clearly struggling. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would have just got out of her face. I would have definitely just gotten out of her face. I definitely wouldn't have been standing there as long as that. For sure. But let me know what you would have done if this was a person that was in your vicinity that tried to have a conversation with you. Like I said, mental illness, it looks a lot of different ways. It's not always just a Tyrese, right? Who we know who we know is going through something. Here go Tyrese, y'all. Remember I did the Tyrese video not too long ago. Okay. But I am curious to know what you all would have done about and in reference to the situation. You know, one thing I do want to say, since we got our Oprah Winfrey is in the chat. Oprah Winfrey, I do want to send my condolences to Oprah, because you know her dad just passed away. I think it was yesterday. Her dad passed away. So condolences to her and also Gail. You know, Gail is Oprah's best friend for years. Okay, best friend for years. So condolences to her, but also let's go ahead. Y'all know what we always got to do over here, because we got, you know, I got somewhere to go. I got me a little burnt burger and a burnt hot dog to get off of the grill. Okay. Tyrese does need help. Absolutely. Let's get into our Black History moment, shall we? Make sure y'all hit thumbs up and drop some pancakes in the chat.
Now let's spend a little bit of time with our ancestors, or at least listening to them, because you know they always tell us you don't know where you're going unless you know where you came from. So let's get into a little bit of Black history with this Black History moment.
They got me in the system. Why they gotta do me like that? I know I can be what I wanna be what I wanna be. We've got love for y'all, we sure don't know. Just about the feeling. Get down.
Okay, now let's get into our Black History moment. Listen, y'all know I love me some pancakes, okay? Y'all know how I love me some pancakes. And so I figure it is only appropriate to talk about some history as it pertains to Aunt Jemima. You know, we talk about this syrup and things are always sticky in Hollywood and in real life, and I'm always coming through giving y'all some hot syrup. You know, some people say they got hot tea, but they got some information. I always got the hot syrup for y'all, okay? So it's only important that we go through the history, a lot of history that people don't know, because as Black folk, we grew up with the trope of Aunt Jemima just being associated with a really yummy meal, waffles, pancakes. Syrup was amazing. And we always got to look at Aunt Jemima smiling at us from the bottle. We really didn't know growing up the exploitation and the ramification of an Aunt Jemima or other Black folk who were these symbols that we didn't know were associated with something negative, because we looked at it as something positive, right? If it's breakfast and it's tasting good and it's smiling, you know, at us on the bottle while we eating, we think it's dope, right? In all actuality, the legit history behind Aunt Jemima, it can be pretty sad. And it's sad, and it's racist history behind the Aunt Jemima brand. So Aunt Jemima was a brand of pancake mix, syrup, and other breakfast foods owned by the Quaker Oats Company. It was one of the earliest products to be marketed through personal appearances and advertisements. Aunt Jemima was first introduced as a character in a minstrel show, right? A show that consisted of comic skits, variety acts, dancing, and music performed by white people in blackface for the purpose of playing roles of Black people. Okay. So it's important that we talk about this, because let me tell you something. Me, myself, personally, I was really upset. And I took it personal when Aunt Jemima was taken off of the bottles, the pancake mix. I was upset, but I learned to be glad about it instead. I was selfishly upset because I didn't understand the history. And again, I always just associated with her as this happy figure that I could smile right back at while I'm eating my food. But it was really time that she be freed, right? So as we continue in this information, right? So who was Aunt Jemima? Her real name was Nancy Green. She's a storyteller, a cook. She was an activist, and the first of several Black models hired by R.T. Davis Milling Company to promote a corporate trademark as Aunt Jemima. What was the inspiration behind the name Aunt Jemima? Inspiration came specifically from the song "Oh Aunt Jemima." It was a staple of the minstrel circuit. The song was based on a song sung by slave hands and performed by men in blackface. Okay. So we're talking about exploitation. We're talking about white folk who wanted to capitalize off of the popularity and the notoriety of a black woman. How many times do we see a white owned company with a black face? Popeyes, right? We always see that woman popping up, right, to appeal to us, but it's ran by white people. So this is something that you may not have known. But they had so many songs and so many things that they did to and in reference about us, where they exploited the hell out of us, and they didn't care. They didn't care. Let me see this song right here. If we can get to playing this song really quickly, just so y'all can hear it.
Democrat Robbie Leonard for state.
Not this motherfucking ad. I know you lying. Let's see. We just gonna listen to a little bit of it.
Aunt Jemima, a song for banjo and vocal, sung by sheet music singer. I went to the church the other night. Oh, Aunt Jemima, oh, oh, oh. To hear the colorful sing and play. Oh, Aunt Jemima, oh, oh, oh.
Lame. I can't listen to this much longer at all. So let's keep going with the information and the history, though. Okay. As we continue to talk about Aunt Jemima and the history, the harmful history about our girl, let's keep getting into it. Because I can't with that horrible music. Because it was indeed horrible. It was horrible. And let me know if you knew this down below in the comments, if you knew this about Aunt Jemima or not. Like I said, I had to get myself in check and realize that I had no right to feel like, when Aunt Jemima left the pancake box, like I really had no right to not want her to leave. I'm going to show you another picture, and I just want to give you a trigger warning, right? Because this is exactly how they viewed her. All right. So this is the next image that goes along with the commentary or the information. She was depicted as the mammy, a Black woman whose purpose in life circled around taking care of the white man and his family, almost always desexualized and complacent with not being free. It was her job to operate a pancake cooking display. They put Nancy Green on display and they gave her an act. She dressed as Aunt Jemima. She sang songs. She cooked pancakes. She told romanticized stories about the old South. Eventually, she was offered a lifetime contract to promote the brand. Again, for you to have a Black person put up there and to tell romanticized stories about the old South means that you put a Black person up there and you gave her all sorts of perks to take the brunt off, to make the real history of what our ancestors experienced, to make it not seem as bad. Nancy Green as Aunt Jemima made the brand so successful that in 1914, the company renamed itself the Aunt Jemima Mills Company. She remained the face of the brand until her death in 1923. Now, here's where the family got involved. A lawsuit was filed in Chicago by her heirs and descendants of Black women who portrayed Aunt Jemima, claiming that they were entitled to a share of an estimated $2 billion fortune and a future share of revenue from product sales. Sadly and surprisingly, Quaker Oats, the company that owns the Aunt Jemima brand, claimed the character was never real. The family also claimed that the woman who played Aunt Jemima, Nancy Green, improved the pancake mix by adding powdered milk to it. However, they couldn't legally prove any of their claims. Aunt Jemima is just another example of how the Black community has been exploited for monetary gain of non-Black people. So this is some information. Yeah, it was torture. It absolutely was torture. So let's see the caption here. says, not particular. I know you're not a particular planet, though I'm not sure you'll never be sued for. Oh my God. They called her a wench. You're so fond of women that even a wench attracts your gross fancy despite her strong stench. Oh my God. And this is the mammification, right? Of just how Black women were looked at back in that day. Let's make some money. They know you can cook, because we all know we've been able to cook better than them for years. So they like, okay, cool. They trust Black folk cooking is going to be good and delicious. Let's put one of them up here because that'll be more trustworthy. It'll attract us more of our clientele that we want. But we don't respect you. But let's make you the face of this brand, and we want to benefit off of your likeness. And that's just been going on since the end of time. So rest in peace to Nancy Green. Her real name was not Aunt Jemima. Her name was Nancy Green, and she did pass in 1923. But this is when I found out this history, I was like, damn, I'm glad that she was finally freed, although she wasn't here. And now when you go to buy the subsequent brand of Aunt Jemima, it is what called the Pearl Milling Company or the Milling Company. And the packaging and the bottle, it looks really, really empty, right? The font is the same, but other than that, it looks really different. But I'm glad that she was finally freed of this mess. A lot of the things our ancestors did back in that day, it was a means of survival. It's not that they wanted to quote unquote, sell out or, that they wanted to do things that went against the betterment of Black folk as a collective. They were doing what they felt they needed to do to survive and to feed their family. So it's not like she was like a Samuel L. Jackson from Django, right? You remember that character in Django? She wasn't one of those, but, she had an opportunity in business. She took the opportunity, although she was gotten over on ultimately. This was an unfortunate situation. It really, really was. And I'm glad that she finally was able to get free. Okay. So that was our Black history. I think we had a pretty good bus ride this evening. Let me know how y'all felt about this down below in the comments. I did when they took her head wrap off and had a perm. They talked about it then, and then she was gone. Yeah, they didn't want to demean themselves, but they were just trying to make some money. Her job as Aunt Jemima was probably the good job after sharecropping. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. When you Google her, it says America model. I thought that was so nice that they fixed that. That was nice. Yeah, absolutely. And she was definitely a part of a lot of our childhoods. Again, she was definitely a part of mine. My mom and in my household, it was King syrup. Like they really liked King syrup. And King syrup was just so thick to me. It was just so unnecessarily thick sometimes because it only came in glass bottles back in that day. And I would put the glass bottle in the microwave for like 10 seconds just to loosen it up some, even though it would get hard again. But between King syrup and Aunt Jemima, those were the different syrups that we used. And we thought we were supporting Black folk, Black brand, our representation. But our representation sometimes, the back and the guise of it all, is that we're puppets sometimes. And this is definitely one of those examples. So we got down with Miss Buttersworth. Miss Buttersworth wasn't bad either. Miss Buttersworth definitely wasn't bad. But yeah, I'm glad she was finally set free. And it's cool. I tend to use like random syrups now. I really just don't care much because I be trying to cut back on the bread. But nonetheless, let me know your thought on that piece of Black history, because y'all know around here on my channel, Black history is so much more than a month. And so we celebrate it all year round. And I talk about Black history as much as possible. Okay? As much as possible. So look, happy Sunday, everyone. I'll share, what are your final thoughts and unanswered questions? I'll share mine while you comment yours down below. Shout out to everybody who's on the bus. If you're chasing the bus, which means you're watching the replay, shout out to you, and make sure you definitely hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the backup channel. It is linked right in the title. You see at TPJ Network. That's the backup channel. Click that thing, subscribe to that thing, and also make sure your notifications are set for this channel and that one, because a lot of people have told me that all week long they have not gotten notifications. So we want to make sure YouTube's not being a hater and that you're getting your notifications. But also shout out to the people who are subscribed to my tweets on Twitter, because I typically do post there as well before I'll go live. Okay. So we covered a lot of stuff on today's show. There's still some things that obviously I wasn't able to get to, but I don't want the shows to be, 2 and 3 hours long. So I think that this was a good length show. But look, do you think that Keri Hilson deserved her tribute? Okay, how do you feel about her being dragged on Black Twitter wait, somebody said we need to free Miss Butterworth. Miss Butterworth is Black too? See, because Miss Butterworth came along later for me when I, came to know her. So I wasn't sure the color of Miss Butterworth because she was always just like literally a talking and moving bottle or something. We need to free her too? What's the history? Y'all gonna have me doing some research tonight, okay? Y'all gonna have me doing some research on Miss Butterworth this evening. Let me find out that's another one of them situations. But I think we had a pretty good bus ride. We went from funny to serious to everything in between, headlines and stuff that affects everyday people like you and me. So if you're in Arizona, how do you feel about the new law as far as police officers, it being illegal, then passing legislation that makes it illegal for you to record a police encounter 8 feet or less away? Do you think that Keri Hilson deserves her tribute and for her musical contributions? Where do you land with the DoorDash situation? Would you have went crazy on DoorDash if you realized there was a glitch? Would you have went crazy? Because these people are struggling out here, the people that did go crazy with it. Are you fond of Tiara Mack's actions, her responses to her actions, and how do you feel about the bill that she's trying to pass to introduce to school curriculum that 6th through 12th graders, right? 6th graders are being taught in school about some of how to have good sex and how to masturbate, like teaching 6th graders how to masturbate. How are you feeling about that? And are you subscribed to the backup channel yet? I love that clip from Bobby and Whitney, Black History. We need to have a longer month. That was a really good clip. That used to be one of my favorite clips. I should have put that in the Black History joint. I didn't think about that. I might redo it at some point or another. But yeah, listen, y'all, be sure to tag me in all of your favorite trending topics on Instagram and on Twitter. You know what? Let me give y'all a sticky note. I do want to give y'all a sticky note, and then we're going to get out of here. Or should I save the sticky note for tomorrow's video? I feel like we're going to have a lot to talk about tomorrow. What y'all think? Do y'all want a sticky note or no? Quickly. Y'all don't answer quickly, I'm going to get up out of here. If y'all don't answer quickly, I'm going to get up out of here. Now, I think I'm going to save the sticky note for tomorrow, though. I do. Y'all know these sticky notes, they come from my heart. They come from my journal. They come from my diary. They come from all those things. Okay. Jade Bethel says, hey, Jane, I just wanted to say hi after coming home from the movies. Well, hey, Jade, what is going on, Jade Bethel? Thank you so much for coming through and catching the bus. Okay. I got to go hit this daggone cookout because I'm already later than I need to be. Okay. Hey, shout out to the person that said tomorrow. All right. So we're gonna get into the sticky note tomorrow. Okay. This show has already been a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. Okay. I'm trying to get the shows to be a little bit shorter, but there'd be so much that I'd be wanting to talk to y'all about. So said great show. Look, you got some people for the sticky note. Some people said, no, we want to save it for tomorrow. Okay. I think we're going to save it for tomorrow. Okay. I think we're going to save the sticky note for tomorrow. Okay. Make sure y'all catch the replay. I see some people are coming in late. Look, everyone, thank you for watching. All right. Thank you for checking the community tab if you haven't already. And thank you for subscribing to the backup channel that is linked in the title. It's also the third link down below in the description box. Okay. All right. Have fun at the barbecue. I will. I'm going to go to this cookout and I'm going to have a good time. Leo, you want to say hey to these people before we go? Come on. You want a treat? All right. Well, come on. Come up here. Come on. Okay. First say hello. First, say, you don't want to say hi? Don't make no sense. You destroyed this collar like this. This collar didn't do anything to deserve that. What did the collar do to deserve that? Speak to the people. Speak to the people. Let me go ahead and show y'all how talkative this cat is real quick. Just real quick, because he really be in here. Okay, Leo, I got it. Leo, get down. Get down. It's not a thank you, because it's not a question. He always got so much to say. All right, now. Okay, all right. You have to be patient because I have to finish. Okay. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Come on. Toot it and boot it. Toot it out the way. Wow, is that your stomach growling, bro? Because it's not mine. All right, come on. You got to move. Can you get down? Can you get down? Leo, get down. Get down off the desk. Leo, get down. Thank you. Listen, he done knocked over the microphone. Damn. Y'all got me to... It don't make no sense. My son is crazy. All right, come on. You just went in the whole circle. Move out the way. Come on. The people done with you. It's my turn. I paid you your money for showing up here today to work. Thank you for showing up to work. I paid you in the beginning and I paid you at the end. You can't tell the people that I'm not paying you for working and putting in work here on the show. You can't even tell that lie because the people, I pay you on camera for a reason because you need receipts. The cat could be out here telling the blogs that she don't pay me, you know, child labor laws, all this. Nope. I paid you on camera to make sure the people knew. I paid you. He'd be like, you want me to show up on camera to entertain these people? You need to pay me. I'm not doing it for free. Okay, fine. 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 Damn. Whew. He is hella rude. He's always got something to say. Black cat history. Look, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Look, me and the cat gonna get up out of here. He's always got a lot to say. You know, he has been a little sick lately. I think he needs to go to the vet because he's having like digestive issues right now. And he's been kind of like more like emotional, more he wants like more attention. He wants to be more affectionate right now because he's been a little sick and he's been a bit more sassy than usual. He's always been sassy, okay, and very loud and very opinionated. He ain't got no problem letting me know how he feel, but that's okay. He get it honest because I'm pretty goddamn opinionated too, and I don't have a problem letting nobody know how I feel. So I know where he gets it, but he's been a little, you know, a little sick lately. That's okay. That's okay. We are going to get ready to enjoy our week. Leo and I are going to meditate together later on today. He's very clingy. He likes to follow me everywhere I go. But then also when I'm doing something that he's just like not like down with, like if he's really in the mood to sleep and he's like sleeping on top of the chair and I'm like loud and laughing, he's like, okay, I need to get the hell up out of here because mom is doing too much. Add some fiber to his diet. I don't know how. I guess I have to research how to add some fiber to the diet because yeah, he's just been getting just a little sick lately. He doesn't really want to eat as much lately unless it's human stuff. He'll avoid his food and then be like, let me get some crackers. And he do eat crackers. He eats crackers. He likes bread, goldfish, like basic bread like that. Like he really be enjoying it. But lately, you know, he got something going on. So we're going to go to the vet. We're going to go to the vet because we need to make sure my baby can live long. Okay. So shout out to all of y'all who came through. I did see some people who complimented my hair. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Because I did go get my wig split early last week. Bye, Leo. Bye. Okay. Bye, Leo. All right. So I'm gonna get out of here. Listen, y'all, don't forget to do something for yourself today. Don't forget to do something to relax. Don't forget to affirm to have an amazing week this week. Okay. Don't let everybody be coming up to you, bothering you and antagonizing you and you falling right into the trap. I'm gonna cuss them out because they asking for it. Every time somebody come up to you and try and cuss you out, you just gonna like let them have it because it's typically not the best representation of your character. Okay. So just try to get your zen in and get your calm on. And anybody that comes up and try you, don't let them just pull a reaction out of you. Okay. Because to some extent, you do become a puppet. All right. Let me know your thoughts on all the neighborhoods and all the topics that we discussed today. We did discuss a lot. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and thumbs up or down. Either way, I appreciate it. But be sure to think critically and independently, regardless of what you hear from me or anybody else. You also want to make sure y'all hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of this breaking Black or celebrity news that I got popping off over here on this channel. Okay.
Anyway.
Y'all make sure y'all throw some pancakes up in the chat. Y'all say beautiful, Black, and blessed. And I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow on live. Channel members, I will see you before I see everybody else again. So shout out to everybody who is a channel member, but also a special thank you to my moderators. My moderators be holding it down, but shout out to my channel members too. All right. Happy Sunday. I'll see y'all next time. Deuces.
But that's it. If you want to catch more of my commentary on Black culture or vital and trending information, be sure to subscribe by hitting that little circle in the middle of the screen, or I'll catch you in one of these rectangles to the right in another video. I'll see you there.